Avoiding loneliness does involve building connections, nurturing relationships. You've got to put an effort in. Okay, those relationships are not going to come without an effort. Creating a fulfilling life, which is just, being occupied. Yeah, that has everything to do with it. Using your time well, having a routine, having purpose. Anyway, I'm going ahead of myself. Janette here, and I want to share some tips on how to avoid that feeling of loneliness. That's what we're really talking about. Number one, strengthen your communication skills. That's really important. Look, be ready to be your true, authentic self with people. You don't have to tell them your life story when you meet them. I'd never advocate that. But be ready to have sincere and good friendships. Not every friendship is a close, intimate friendship. Some friendships are with acquaintances. Others are with friends, but they're not the closest of friends. There may be people you meet occasionally, people you meet to have a coffee with, you go for a walk with, and you talk about the general things in life and just touch on family issues. So do recognize there are different levels to friendships and be prepared to have that as a part of it. Join groups, okay? Socialize, get out there, mix with other people. It's really important that you try as best you can to find your tribe, be that locally or on social media. You find other people who have interests that are your interests too. That's your tribe. Then you're never lonely. Remember, volunteers are always appreciated. So volunteer, give your time in order to exchange that for a deeper connection with people, to be a part of supporting and helping others. It's a wonderful thing to do, very bold, very noble, a great thing to do in order to have a positive impact on your community. Number two, engage in activities you love. Pursue your hobbies and your interests. Do what you enjoy. Be selfish, do the things you enjoy doing, whether it's painting, reading, hiking, whatever it is. Okay, playing sports, do what you enjoy. Find joy in that. If it's wellness classes, fitness classes, swimming, Pilates, yoga, go ahead and do what you enjoy. And those will give you opportunities to connect with other people. It isn't always about having large amounts of time with people. So it isn't quantity time. It might be quality time, okay? Just with people who share your interests. Do consider learning new skills. September's coming. Did you want to learn some new skills at college? Did you want to join a course? You could make good connections and make friends for life in that environment. It's interesting how sometimes the people that we meet on college courses and doing things like that can be people who become very, very important in our lives later on. So do consider it. Number three, develop emotional connections. Put an effort into deepening your relationships. Focus, as I said, on quality over quantity. Engage in meaningful conversations, all right? Not just the weather, but let's go a little bit deeper than that. Talk about things you care about, and what you want in friendships are to be around other people who have similar passions to you and care about those things as well. And you listen to what they care about, they listen to what you care about. Now you have some active and really positive conversation. In conversation, I think it's so important that we are authentic, but there have to be boundaries as well. Create boundaries for yourself. You can be authentic and not share everything. You don't need to share your life story. That's okay. You can share certain things about yourself, but be honest. Don't turn up and try to be a false version of yourself. Be authentically you. Be who you are. There are lots of different aspects to you. I'm sitting here fully clothed today. I'm not naked, am I? I'm not in my underwear. Why? That wouldn't be appropriate. You don't need to know that much. There are some layers that you don't need to get under. You don't need to see. So here I am fully dressed and appropriately clothed, but I'm still authentically me. It's still Janette, still me. So be you, be authentic, okay? But be, appropriate, all right? Number four, use technology to stay connected. You can stay connected via social media. There are so many different groups that you can join, and there are so many different platforms that you can be a part of. And when you're on a social media, remember the word social, you can comment, you can laugh, you can join in, okay? I know some of the platforms can be a little bit mean and they may misinterpret what you say. Some people, they're not that literate and they don't always understand your comments, so be careful. But you can put a laugh, you can, put a love heart, you can put the care symbol, and like other people's stuff. If you're on a live or something, at least double tap the screen to show you like it and you're engaged in it. Content creators appreciate that sort of thing, and it builds a rapport. Or you can say hi everyone. When you come on social media, you say hi everyone, and you just put the little hand waving sign and you're good. So join your online communities, participate in your social media. Number five, create a routine. have a routine for yourself each day, not a rigorous routine. It's not religion. It doesn't have to be done every day, but at least have some sort of a routine. What's your morning ritual? What do you do then? I know for me, getting up in the morning, some lemon tea or mint tea is really helpful for me. That's very calming. I need to do my journal in the morning. If I've had a dream, I had 3 last night. I like to record those in my journal for future reference, because I find they do mean something for me. So do they mean something for you? Write them down so you don't forget them. That could be important later on. In addition, it could also guide you in a current situation. I mean, Joseph had dreams in the biblical narrative. He was able to discern what dreams meant. I think that was what he did. He was able to work out the meaning behind a dream, and it highlighted to us that dreams do have meanings, whether they're subconscious or actual messages coming from, the higher power. Those are dreams. So yeah, have a look at what your dreams mean. Write them down. Don't waste them. They could give you real inroads, and real opportunities. Write your dreams down. Enough said. Have a consistent routine. Have a morning routine. Write down what it is you're grateful for, what you're appreciating in life. You might want to write 3 things I appreciate every day. Do some daily confessions. Say a prayer. Speak to your God, begin to make positive confessions about your day. Do you put on the whole armor? Do you put on the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith? Do you do all of that? Do you gird your loins about with the spirit of truth? I do that stuff. It's really helpful. It makes me feel ready and prepared. You find that in the biblical narrative, the book of Ephesians, putting on the whole armor of God. How do you clothe yourself? How do you prepare for your day? Get your mind ready. Include in your routine, really noisy helicopter. In your routine, also consider connecting routinely with loved ones, telephone calls, messages, WhatsApping. Just make those connections with others, and also use this opportunity, whilst you might be a little bit to yourself, to focus on your self-care. That's really important. Self-care is not selfish. It's all about looking after yourself. Do you use face masks? Do you do a facial scrub? That's really good for your skin. What are you doing to look after yourself? Are you moisturizing? Do you sauna? Do you swim? Really important. What exercise do you do? How are you releasing positive endorphins so you feel good about yourself, good about life, improving your mood, reducing your stress? All of those things take time. Seriously, by the time you've done all of that, you've got no time to feel lonely. Seek professional support though. If you feel that you're having difficulty in making connections and you're struggling to cope with an intense feeling of isolation, do seek professional support and help. Remember the Samaritans, and also seek a counsellor or some sort of therapy. You can self-refer often for mental health services. So do consider that. Join support groups for whatever it is. If you like alcohol, when you don't drink alcohol, you're ill. Maybe you are an alcoholic. Join a support group, okay? Maybe you enjoy eating and you find if you're not eating something, you're not happy and you're having a lot of difficulty with eating, maybe keeping the food down, not keeping the food down, gaining weight, being underweight. Join a support group, okay? Consider number 8, adopting a pet or a plant. I love plants, so I like talking to plants. I know that they get the benefit of it. Many scientific experiments have shown that plants love when we talk to them. So get some plants around you and love on them, have a chat with them, tell them how beautiful they're looking, how amazing they are growing, and they'll continue to do that even more. In addition, you could adopt or have a pet. That would be lovely if you've got the space, if you have the time to give to it, go for it. How about goldfish? I love goldfish. I think they're brilliant. Love them ever since I was a kid. You can get a goldfish, okay? Or maybe a couple of goldfish so they keep each other company. That would be nice. Number 9, don't forget to focus on your personal growth, okay? You don't want to stay stagnant. You're not going to stay where you are. You want to continue to grow and to develop, So remember your personal growth. Set yourself some goals, okay? And have a sense of purpose about you. Improve your health. Is it learning a new skill? Is it working on your career? Are you going to finally write that book? Let's continue growing and embracing a growth mindset. Embrace the solitude as well. Just look at it as, this is where I am right now. This is my opportunity to get a few things done. It's my opportunity to think deep, to do some activities, and to bring more joy and fulfillment to my life. I can read. It's good for you to read once a day, for an hour. That's a really good pastime. You could get creative, do some arts. Solo travel can lead to some wonderful experiences. I find that when I travel on my own, I'm more prone to exploring than I am when I'm with others. I feel a little bit restricted by them. Their experience would be impacted by my decisions, and so that restricts me a little. But when I'm traveling solo, I do what I like, and I'm only impacting myself, and it's great for me. So maybe you could embrace solo travel and exploring. Number 10, engage in spiritual activities and reflective practices. Don't forget your spirituality, mindfulness, connecting with your spiritual side, your deeper self, maybe through religion, meditation, personal reflection, maybe through giving, having that sense of belonging to something greater than yourself, the higher power. And also remember to continue to practice gratitude, which I mentioned before, and reflect on what you are grateful for in life. When we look at what we're grateful for, this increases our emotional resilience, okay? So in conclusion, avoiding loneliness is about actively seeking connections. You've got to go for it. If you go to the supermarket, say hi to the lady at the supermarket. Say, how are you today? While you're putting your stuff in the bag, it's fine. Hi, how are you doing? Put your stuff in the bag. Good, good. Have a lovely day. You've made a connection. You've brightened someone's day. You've shown her that she's not an extension of a piece of machinery. You're treating her like a whole person. So maintain your social relationships. Get in touch with somebody and say, would you like to have a coffee? Or if you don't drink coffee, a tea. It's okay. They've got other drinks out there. A sparkling water, non-sparkling, anything you like. Spring water. You can arrange to meet somebody to go and have refreshments, lunch, dinner at any point in time. You don't have to be alone. You can get connected with other people in life. Balance your time alone with meaningful connections, and you'll be perfectly fine. Embrace opportunities to socialize and mix with others. It's a shame we can't always be everywhere celebrating all the time. Sometimes it's difficult to get a babysitter or to get the childcare, but do what you can, and there are events you can go to where you can bring the children with you. Just participate when you can. Don't say no to offers of socializing. Go for it. Take care. All the best for now.